Interview time. Ooh.
What's up, guys? I was just having a little thought, and I wanted to just share this on Facebook, a bit out there. Kind of just reflecting on what's happened in the past. You know, over a year ago, I would never have thought that I would be into health and wellness and talking about amplifying, you know, our lives. And that journey all started with thinking differently and just being open. And what it has done for my personal well-being and my outlook on what is possible is profound. You know, when you it's like when you're feeling good, when you have amazing health, every single aspect of your life just just amplifies. And so yeah, I wanted to kind of share, like, be open-minded, you know, learn, go out of your way to read books, to listen to audiobooks, to take a step outside your comfort zone, because that's what I did, and it's just changed my perspective on what is possible.
Oh shit.
Hey guys, Zach here from the Raw Cave. This is my mate James McDonald. Thanks for being here, man.
Oh, good.
For everyone out there, I wanted to introduce you to this guy. He is an absolute inspiration. He's a young dude, just absolutely owning life, doing what you love, loving what you do. Mm-hmm. You're about to go traveling for 12 months to Chile. You're a uni student,
yep,
and you work from your laptop and help people get healthy.
Yep. And
you've recently just had an epic health transformation. So much is happening right here. Check out his Facebook. You can just see the energy. The people that he hangs out with are awesome. So I just wanted to introduce you guys to him, because if there's any young people out there who are thinking about, you know, starting or just following their passion, following their heart, doing what they love to do, this guy is walking his talk, and I just wanted to introduce you guys to him. But thanks for being here, man.
No
when do you leave? Sunday?
I leave Sunday, so like 3-4 days.
Crazy. How's it feel?
It's weird. It's a weird feeling. I'm pumped though. It's like going through a wave of excitement and it's all good, it's cool, it'll be cool. But then it's intense at the same time. Yeah, for sure.
What are you doing over there?
I'm flying over to Chile, to Santiago, and I'm living life in Chile. So I'll be going to university, I'll be studying Spanish the first semester, I'll be living with locals. I will be struggling with my Spanish, that is for sure.
I don't speak Spanish.
I don't speak no Spanish. And yeah, the second half of the year, in terms of the university, I'll be able to choose subjects of my choice. So looking at, hopefully they have them, but you know, subjects on kinesiology or some sort of body mechanics.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
Have you travelled for 12 months before? This is a long time to be travelling.
Yeah, it's a long time. It's a freaking long time. Not 12 months. I was away from home for 10 months when I first left school with my best mate. We, worked on pearling boats, 10 months away, intense. But this is a bit more intense.
Yeah.
Because I don't speak Espanol.
No. Crazy. So you kind of warmed up though. You kind of.
Yeah, I'm pretty. To be honest, I'm pretty used to it. Yeah, I'm definitely used to being away from family and friends. But in saying that, there's definitely going to be some. I reckon for sure there'll be some moments where I'm a bit lost.
Yeah.
Happens.
Yeah. So how are you going to stay in contact with everyone back home?
Man, I mean, well, we live in the 21st century, so it's going to be Facebook, Skype, or Zoom, a video conferencing app, WhatsApp, Snapchat, if my phone doesn't get stolen off the streets. Yeah, I've heard that you can't whip out a smartphone when you're walking down the street. It'll get snatched.
Snatched.
Yeah, like legit. So,
Oh, wow.
yeah.
So like, I love travel. I'm sure a bunch of people watching this love travel. Travel's obviously one of your passions.
Yeah.
And the good thing about it is that you can do that.
Yeah.
And work from anywhere, from your laptop.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I absolutely love it. Travel has been a huge part of my development, for sure, as a person, because it puts you out there, puts you outside your comfort zone. You meet new people, meet new cultures, you experience a lot. You experience the bigger aspect of life. And yeah, with what I'm doing, I'm able to work in Chile. Like, I'm still trying to get my head around it. It's just like, what?
What?
It's yeah, it's just the biggest surprise, and so grateful to be a part of what I'm doing, because a lot of people don't know it's out there, and a lot of people don't know that it's possible, and we do get stuck into like that, especially where I grew up, eastern suburbs in Sydney, is that we get caught up in the cogs of the system. You know, the high school, we go to uni, and then we get a job. But this day and age, you really don't need to. That's not like the right way.
It's the old system now.
It's really the old system, for sure. And there's so many other ways to do life that will align more with you as a person. So,
Yeah, I really believe that we are part of the 1 to 2% of the world. We're living in the most amazingly free land where we can sit in our kitchen, share this with the world on YouTube. It's nuts. You know, if you love working your job, awesome. But if you don't, awesome as well. There are other options out there. A big part of your journey you were mentioning before, as I've seen, is like personal development. And you wouldn't be here.
yeah.
How's personal development helped you?
I mean, the only way I can describe it is, it's like someone slapped me in the face to, yeah, like, and woke me up to what is possible, like the potential of all of us. And what started it was a friend of mine, and he's a great friend of mine, and his example by stepping up and doing what he was doing. You know, previous years at high school, he was definitely not someone I would think to be doing what he was doing. PT, loving helping people, just growing and learning so fast, and I wanted to be a part of that. It was like he opened the door for me. It was like, hey man, I'm doing it, so you can do it too. And that gave me permission to dive into some books. He provided me with a book called, write this down.
Take note.
Take note. Awaken the Giant Within by Tony Robbins.
Awesome book.
And it's a deep book, like it's full on, but as soon as I read that page, the first page, I said to myself, whatever I read, I'm going to believe. I just went in with that intention, and when I finished the book, I was a different person, completely different person. And from then on, it was just learn more seminars, workshops, online videos, books, people, and yeah, it's crucial. It is it's never ending as well.
As our mate says, Emmanuel Anthony, if you're watching, is personal development. Plug. Personal development is he recoined the term as personal evolution.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's dealing with our own stuff and allowing us to be more of who we are. You know, what are some other books that you recommend?
Some
or seminars
other books,
or teachers? Yeah.
It'd be The 4 Agreements by Don. I think his name's Hughes. I don't know. If you type in The 4 Agreements, Don, it'll come up. He's incredible on just mindset, on personal freedom. What other books have I really enjoyed? Good question.
Audiobooks?
Audiobooks.
Or people on YouTube, or
people on YouTube.
who are you listening to at the moment?
I'm listening to Gary Vaynerchuk.
Yeah, you are.
All right, now welcome to the Gary V Show.
Props, Gary.
So good. Yeah, learning from Gary just about social media marketing, and being you, And he's all about just be you and live life authentically, and also buy my shit. But at the same time. And who else am I listening to? Far out, man. You've stumped me.
Oh, who did you go to last week? You did a seminar with...
I went to a friend of ours, Robert Kirby's, a workshop, a 3-day workshop. And that was the most powerful thing I've ever been to. Like, I've seen some weird stuff, and some really powerful transformations. I've experienced it myself. But this was a whole nother level of breaking barriers internally. So it was all about, as humans, when we're born from 0 to 7, we are the most receptive of information, of the external environment, energy. Everything that is going on influences us at that age, and we carry it
like a sponge.
We're a sponge, and we carry it on through life. And walking into that, it was, confronting a lot of that stuff. And what noted to me in a big way was that humans, we are the biggest con artists. Like, we tell ourselves and we believe certain things that are just absolute rubbish. But we do it so well, and we truly believe it, and that's just who we are. We're human.
We all have it.
We all have it. So
we're doing the best we can with what we have.
Yeah, totally.
Very impressed with society.
Yeah.
How do we function on this
planet? I have no idea how we function, and we just keep doing and keep going, and that made me realize that everyone needs it. Not everyone may want it, but definitely if you are on a pathway on trying to create something, whether that's through creative arts or in finance or maybe an online business, whatever it is, personal development is like priority.
Even just family.
Yeah.
Family, friends, being more of who you are, All those negative thoughts, I'm not good enough, can't do this, all those negative things we have in our head, it's about letting go of that so we can be more of who we are.
Yeah, for sure.
Wicked. So you've also, you train a lot.
Yeah.
You train in the gym, you eat well, you look after yourself. You've had an awesome transformation. I'll link the photo up here, guys, is before and after. Do you want to tell them a bit about the challenge that you did?
Yeah, okay. So it was the first challenge. It was a 16-week body challenge, and I had never done anything like it before. It was definitely outside of my comfort zone. But before it, I was always like the tall, lean, kind of skinny guy. I worked out in the gym 3-4 times a week, and I wasn't getting the results that I wanted. And the biggest thing was my energy levels, and that just played onto my motivation for what I was doing. And luckily my great friend, he introduced me to a nutritional cleansing system that accompanied this challenge. So I jumped in, and after 6 weeks of utilizing the system and healthy foods, like meal prepping like you wouldn't believe, like a machine. I don't even know how I did it. Like waking up early hours in the morning, going into uni with my packed lunch, and just freaking everything. And after 6 weeks, I put on 3 kilograms of lean muscle. So I had a DEXA scan at the start, DEXA scan in the middle, and it was 6 kilograms of lean muscle at about 800 grams of fat. And then continuing on just with that simple procedure. Like, it was super simple. It was really simple, but it wasn't easy. It's just simple.
It's work.
It's just work, totally.
Do it.
There were definitely moments where I was like, I don't want to train. It's like, F this, I'm not training. But then I just thought about the end result. I honestly thought about why, you may have heard it before, when you get stuck, focus on your end result. And that's what I did. And accountability with you, Zach, was just, it helps a lot, big time. And so finished the challenge, and to say, I was freaking blown away. It's like, who is this guy?
It's nuts.
It was crazy. Crazy. And weighed after it, the heaviest I've ever been, 75, 76 kilos. the most lean I've ever been. Like I've never been that lean ever, and the most energetic. And from those, it just played on into my confidence, my work, my relationships with my family, friends, and everything. So health is crucial. Health is the key to a lot of stuff, because I was listening, I can't remember who said it the other day, but it struck with me that people have dreams, people have purpose, people want to do things. They really have their own personal projects, but they just don't have the energy to do it. They get home from work and they're tired. But when you get your health right and you get that energy, man, you do what you want to do, and you get to work, regardless of whether you've come back from a 9 to 5. So health is really important.
Do you just want to share with them really quick a bit more on the how you did it?
Oh yeah,
how many meals you were having, what types
sure.
of meals, how many times you were training a week?
So I was having 6 meals a day, and it was 3 of those meals was a nutrient dense superfood shake. So and then I had added oats with it as well for a couple of them, because I'm lean. I got to put on eat those carbs. Bulking, bro. And 3 other meals, it was about roughly 6 eggs, or 200 grams of beef, 200 grams of lamb or chicken, or maybe fish. Then accompanied by 220 grams of sweet potato, and then just a bunch of salad, kale, asparagus, broccoli, carrot, extra virgin olive oil on that, and salt and pepper, and just I loved it. It was actually great. It was delicious.
Yeah, cooking at home.
Yeah, it's great.
Did you sneak in any broth?
Yeah, I sneaked in some bone broth. Yeah, plug bone broth. Check it out.
And so you also do intermittent fasting.
Yeah.
Some cleansing.
Yeah, so on my training days, that's what I'd be eating, the 6 meals. And then it was every 2 weeks I would fast, but it wasn't a pure water fast, like intermittent fasting. It was a nutrient supported fast with the system that I use and that my mate introduced me to, and that that was the difference. That was essential, not only for recovery but energy, and just cutting that body fat, just leaning up like there's no tomorrow. So yeah.
Well, most people listening, maybe if you're at the gym now, you're wanting to put on, get those gains, and James is talking about fasting and doing a 2-day thing of not eating. You're probably going, what the hell's going on? But the research out there is incredible. Intermittent fasting, just research it. But what have you learned about fasting, and does it eat the muscle?
Fasting
by not eating 2 days, does it?
Well, good question.
Obviously not. You got the results, right? So it works, but what is it? What is it about it?
What is it about it? Well, before I didn't want to fast. I didn't want to cleanse. I didn't want to do any of that crap, because I'm lean. I'm skinny. It's I don't want to lose weight. I don't want to be this scrawny dude. But after just listening from some trusted friends, doing my just due diligence on the internet, and just kind of jumping in regardless of my doubts, I found that fasting 2 days, especially with the nutrients, we actually improve our testosterone on the first day by 1,000%, and then on day 2 it's 2,000% increased testosterone. What?
Yeah, things like human growth hormone spikes, and it actually preserves the muscle and preserves the body more. It drops the fat, increases muscle. It's nuts. A really great documentary is Eat, Fast, and Live Longer. There's a great documentary on it.
Incredible. So that's eating. That's my meal nutrition, and I don't know if you know, but 80% of all of our health goals are related to nutrition. So that's the most important. Most important thing is your nutrition, and 20% your exercise. And so what I was doing was a simple, really basic, simple bodybuilding program online. It was so simple. really basic, and I was working out probably 4 times a week. You know, we're doing chest, so you know, your bench press, your flies, dumbbell flies, your push-ups, super circuits, drop sets, static contraction, and all that bodybuilding stuff. And yeah, like legs, so your deadlifts, casual deadlifts, single leg squats, lunges, then your tries, you know, all just really basic stuff, and it's all online, and we'll link it up as well.
What do you think the key component of your success was? What was like a part of your success that most people don't think about, but it was really, really important for your success?
It'd definitely be a community, for sure, and accountability. So a community, accountability come into one. Like, you know, we'd be working out, you know, we'd have other friends come in the morning, and we put it out there as well. So a part of community is accountability, and just letting people know that what you're doing and why you're doing it, and you see them doing it as well. So they're following through, so you got to follow through, or else you're just going to look like an idiot, aren't you? And yeah, man, like I remember there would be days where I'd be down and just not wanting to do anything, and then you'd be up, or some of our mates would be up and just raring, coming in here, just
let's
ready.
do this.
Let's do this.
And you're like, oh.
And I'd be like, shut the hell up, like, fuck. And
Your
that would
body's just aching.
And yeah, that would level things out, and it's a two-way street. You know, there'd be times when I'm freaking flying. I'm like, let's do this. Let's get into this. And then, you know, friends would just be like, no, I'm not up for it. And then you just call them up, and they'd get there. You just push through it. So community, 100% needed in all aspects of life, not just health, but every part.
I want to change gears for a second and talk a little bit about university, and passion.
Yep.
And what do you have? You know, I know university is amazing. Everyone, like, if you're a doctor, if you're a lawyer, there's like certain professions that obviously you need to go to university for, and that is awesome. University has its place. I love university. I didn't go, but part of me wanted to go. It looked a lot of fun. I didn't want to do the study, but you know, when I see my friends doing uni, I see that they don't love what they're freaking studying. They're spending, how much money they're spending? $200,000, whatever,
like
in Australia.
3-year degree, 180 grand.
Yep.
Around there.
And they come to the end of it and they're like, well, what do I do? And then they go get a crappy bar job or hospitality, and
Guilty.
Well, yeah.
Really.
So what advice do you have for these guys who are studying something that they kind of love? Maybe they'll do it later on.
Yeah.
But they also have another love of like maybe travel or like charity or volunteering around the world. And what advice do you have for these people?
My advice would be, uni has its place. Uni is an essential part of growth, and whether it's someone who knows exactly what they want to do, because there are people out there, as you said, there's people, like I've got a friend, she's amazing, and she's like, boom, doctor, and went through uni, did her stuff, and there's people who know what they want to do. And then there's people like me who had no idea what I wanted to do. So I would kind of pull strings from my friends, family, external resources to kind of get a sense of what I might like. And that whole process is really important. Like, I thought I wanted to do property. And I'm currently still actually, yesterday was my last day.
Oh,
and that was yesterday was my last day at work. It was freaking awesome. Thought I wanted to do property
because of your dad.
Because of my dad.
Yeah.
And I created the belief that I like to see something physical being made, not just numbers on a screen. And so I got into it, but 3 years down the track, and it took me 3 years to really to get that I didn't like it. and it was not going to fill my cup up over the long term. And
It wasn't going to fulfill you.
no way, hell no. And at that point, the reason I understood that was because I started reading and started learning about me. And the biggest advice that I can give to uni students or even high school kids is to take a break. You know, jump into something that you think you might enjoy. If you don't enjoy it, then, you know, defer. Take some time out, whether it's 6 months, whether it's a year, go travel. And it sounds kind of lame, but do some soul searching, read about life, read about yourself. And once you really grasp your values, what drives you, what your strengths are, then that's when you can kind of craft a better mold for what you want to do. And with that, like for example, for me, it's like I've had this calling towards kinesiology, which I still don't really know about, but I know it's something that I want to learn. So I'm going to university in Santiago to learn about it, and I'm excited about it. So once you get that mold, you can jump into uni if that's your calling, if the degree is there, or you can go to the internet and there is so many other ways to create a lifestyle of fulfillment, of purpose, of serving others, contributing massively, creating movements. Like it's just this blind side of growing up. But you don't get told about it. It's like this one little circle of uni and work life, and then there's this whole nother freaking spectrum of life.
It's just conditioned into the system.
And it's not
our fault. It just is, you know.
Yeah.
And so hanging out with other people allows you to recognize this.
Yeah.
But you mentioned something about values.
Yes.
And then there's an awesome documentary that I want to share as well with you guys. But yeah, how does someone find out their values? Because that's really the first step.
Yeah.
What's important to you? What's most important to you in life? If you don't know them, you're going to be lost forever.
Yeah.
So.
Values is crucial, because really what we do in life, what's around us, what we talk about, what gives us energy in terms of socializing, whether it's learning, that can determine what you value in life. And recently I used a great simple exercise by a guy by the name of Dr. John DeMartini, and he uses it's called values determination.
It's free. It's online.
Totally free. Yeah. Like, it's incredible, and it's a simple questions. I think it's 11 questions. 11 questions, and as I said before, he makes you look at your reality and what is around you, and from that you can figure out what you value in life. And so for me, it was, what do I have around? And it's pretty confronting as well. Like, it's really confronting. You think you value something, but really when you look at your physical environment and what gets you excited, what gets you going, it's a bit different. So for me, it was health, business, and my work, my passion, and what else was it? It was knowledge and books, my top 3. You know, just heaps of books around. You know, I'll buy over the weekend. I'm happily spend $1,000 on a 3-day retreat. Like, I'm so down for that. Whereas some people might value. They'll keep. Definitely used to do this. We'd keep empty freaking rum bottles on our kitchen. Like. So what do you value there? Back in those times, it's like I'd value partying. I'd just value getting messed up and having a really, really fun time in that moment. Yeah. So it's values determination, DeMartini. It's a great method to figure out what you hold.
Like, you know, I had it for a long time. It was like going out, partying, going crazy. We've all been there. It's a cultural thing, you know, when we're young, great. But just know at the same time, there's someone out there, maybe younger than you, less skilled than you, who's just crushing life. And is just owning life. Just because, you know, they don't value partying as high as like they do as personal development or health or giving back to the world or starting a business. So all comes down to values. How would someone start to like redefine the university model and gonna go where's the future with business. And there's a really cool documentary called Rise of the Entrepreneur. Rise of the Entrepreneur, we'll link it down below. All this stuff we'll link below. What do you have to say about that?
Well, personally, I don't even know where to start, really. Far out. It's such a big thing, because there's so many different ways to do it. There's so many different ways.
Well, you started a YouTube channel.
Yeah, I started a YouTube channel, just sharing my kind of journey and whatever I've learned, kind of teach it back to help inspire others to take that first step. There's blogging, right? So online blogging, if you have a passion, you can literally type in how to create a blog on YouTube, how to this, how to that, and you can learn. Another thing that I was introduced to, which I have totally fallen in love with, is network marketing. Like, I freaking love it. It's, when I was first introduced to it, I got it straight away. And I'm getting like goosebumps now, because never in my whole life have I ever seen a system that relies upon building people. And why I love it so much is I can genuinely look at someone in the eye and have the ability to change their life completely and transform their life if they're willing. And like, as a 23-year-old, I don't know where else you could get that. And it's incredible. So network marketing, do your due diligence if you are looking into the industry.
What has network marketing done for you?
It's totally just shifted my mindset to what is possible in life. Previously, I was looking at just slogging it out at uni, getting my degree, jumping into the workforce, learning all the skills, soaking up the sponge. And I knew that time frame, I was giving myself like 3 years, but in reality it's probably be 5, maybe a bit more. And that period I was looking, and I knew it was going to be painful. Like, I knew it was going to suck. And then after that, create my own firm, create my own business. And that's kind of like the traditional way. But with network marketing and where I am today and my growth, I 100%, how do I say it? The reason why I'm here today is because of the group of people that were in my network marketing company and that are in it. And they look at you and believe in you. And I lap that up. And now I have the ability to look at someone in the eye and believe in them without a doubt. And I know that a lot of people don't believe in themselves. And I was that one person. I had my doubts, for sure, about whether I could create a life that was fulfilling and full of just fun. It's freaking fun, man.
It's fun.
It's fun.
It's cool.
It's like,
it's a cool thing to do now. Network marketing. It's bizarre. You know, I've been a part of it for over 7 or 8 years, and it's changed a lot. It's changed a lot.
Yeah.
There was a stigma about it before. It's come out of like the hangover period of it. Technology has changed the whole game. Social media has changed the whole game. And you know, how the perceptions that you might have right now about network marketing just don't exist now. So a great documentary to watch is Rise of the Entrepreneur. Obviously get in touch with James and you know, hear about his story a bit more. But it's definitely something to look into. For young people, it's becoming cool and sexy and fun. Traveling, doing what you want, with who you want, chatting to mates, helping them get healthy, helping them help their families. Like, we have friends who've retired their mum, bought their mortgages, obviously created an awesome community. I just got back from India for a week where I was traveling with a whole bunch of young people who, you know, if it wasn't for network marketing, would not be over there having this wild adventure, and just, you know, hanging out in another world, in another country. It's nuts. In another culture, not world. We went to the moon. So, you know, it's really special. So check it out, guys. Get into that doco, Rise of the Entrepreneur. I love it. Last question is, what is the meaning of life? I just want to know, like, how do you want to be remembered? Like, what would be, what's your legacy? What would you love to, if you could leave the planet and know that you've done one thing, what would that one thing be?
It'd be change someone's life completely. Change people's lives. Like, be that. Just leaving this place and knowing that I've been able to transform someone's life. And hopefully it's more than just one person. I know it's going to be more than one person, because that's like that's a part of who I am. My family, my friends, people who I haven't even met yet. Yeah.
Awesome, man. Love it. Hopefully you guys can see the passion, hear the passion, and you've pulled one of my heartstrings.
Yeah.
So there you have it, guys. I just wanted to introduce you to this legend. Get in contact with him, and I look forward to answering any of your questions. Comment below, like, subscribe, thumbs up, and thanks, bro.
All good.
Cool. Talk to you soon, guys. Bye. Interviewing James on the Raw Cave, happening today because we are part of a rave. Horrible.
We don't rap, but we like to give it a go. And hey, my name is Mac, and I'm pretty crap at that. Yep.
Let's see.